Waterfronts are some of the most interesting parts of Minecraft cities. So in this video I'll be showing you how to create an effective and realistic one. Now we're going to start off with the sea wall, and we're going to do a gradient from a sort of muddy grey at the bottom with acacia wood to tuff, and then to cobblestone, which is sort of lighter in colour. So it just looks a bit wetter at the bottom. Brick stairs will go on top for our pavement, but we need some railings, so I'm putting in some andesite blocks for pillars, and then we can just put some chains horizontally in between them, which gives it that sort of dockside look. Now to blend this together, we can just extend the pillars down a block or two and do the same with the stone bricks. At the very bottom we can transition to deep slate as well to complete the gradient, so now it goes from light to very dark. And we can copy this and rotate this to create the edge of our marina. Now to add some variety, I'll just raise this section here up by 2 blocks, giving it some vertical interest. It's very important in all of your scenery to have a lot of height changes, because it just makes the build feel alive and more interesting. So then this area to me looks like it could do with a dock of some sort. So where it goes higher, I'm just going to add a lower platform only 2 blocks above the water. So this is where boats would be able to dock up and moor to. And we're going to tidy it up by extending it to the bottom and adding some basic posts and stairs. Next we're going to do something radical, a brick pavement. See how much vibrancy the red adds to the grey build, and we can use a line of stairs to separate it nicely from the stone bricks. Also, mixing in some granite randomly helps to break up the strong brick texture, so let's do that as well. Now I think we can make this floor really exciting by adding some basic diagonal patterns into it using the polished granite, which is often done in these sort of open spaces. Also adding in some park benches separates the 2 colours well and breaks up this strong line of stairs we've got here. It's also nice to give people a place to rest in real life. Next, I think we should add some colour to the docks by replacing these basic stone pillars with some wood posts. Of course, fences are too thin for this, so we'll need to use a mix of mud and granite walls to create the effect of a wooden post that the boats would attach to. At the top here, we don't want to overuse the red, so let's experiment with adding some grey patterns instead. And to contrast with the diagonal patterns, you can try using straight patterns instead, which is what I'll do now. Now what is a waterfront without buildings? So for a built-up bay like this, I think some mid-rise buildings work well, and any high-rise buildings will go further back to create a nice tapered look away from the water. So now I'm going to paste in some modern apartments and offices that I've already designed, so you can go check out a few videos if you want. Here we go, but I don't actually like the look of this building here, as I think we need more open space. So instead let's place it to the side so that there's a big plaza in the middle where people could meet and have more space to appreciate the buildings around them. The next step is one of the most important, the greenery. I know these buildings already have some bushes edging them, but let's add some trees to complement the buildings. Personally, I find the best type of tree for a rigid urban setting like this is a tall palm tree. So here I'm placing in some California style palm trees along the edge, and this has 3 benefits. It frames the building nicely, it gives each building a sense of scale, and it adds colour in itself. Now to integrate them better, we can add a little stair edging around them at the bottom, and then it's very important to vary the heights and rotations of them to make them look more natural if you're doing this in creative. So we're basically done now. Just one last thing is we could do with a different low-rise building. So here I'm designing a waterfront restaurant to go along this outcrop here. I'll separately upload a time-lapse of this build for if you're interested. Anyway, I hope you found some of these tips useful for your Minecraft world, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, I would massively appreciate it if you could like the video or subscribe. It helps me out so much, and thank you very much for watching.